What's up, YouTube? So today's going to be a little bit of a different video, and I'm really excited. We have behind the scenes access to DCC Motorsports. Now, if you're not familiar with DCC Motorsports, go to their website, dccmoto.com. What they do is they buy wrecked motorcycles and they part them out. So they sell the parts, they sell the engines, the fairings. And the cool thing is, I've been friends with these guys for a little while now, and they actually sell these parts, whether it's an engine for your ZX-10R, fairings for your CBR 600, and they actually sell them genuinely cheaper than a lot of the other guys. Whether you need an engine for your Hayabusa, fairings for your ZX-10R, wheels for your Harley, handlebars for your DRZ 400, whatever you need, they've got it. They let me in behind the scenes, so you're gonna see a little montage clip of the warehouse of the parts. They don't sell bikes, they're not a bike dealer, but they happen to have a Honda 650 kind of bobber chopper thing. I don't technically know what makes a bobber, but again, dccmoto.com. Their link is in the description below. Check them out. Yes, I'm in the 4Runner. I was gonna take the CBR, but it's cold. DCC Motorsports, Honda 650 bobber. All right, here we go. First bobber. Audience, I love YouTubing. I do. I love it. I love it so much, but man, is it cold? Is it so very cold? So the reason we got access to DCC Motorsports is A, because the owner of DCC Motorsports, who again is linked in the description below, super cool guy, super friendly, and he runs a good business. They sell quality parts. I'm not gonna make this whole thing one big advertisement for DCC Motorsports, but I know for a fact the parts they sell are quality. And if you've ever bought motorcycle parts, you know there's a lot of shady cats out there. There's a lot of clean title bikes and running engines, and dude, I can tell you firsthand, DCC Motorsports, they do things the right way. Oh man, this bike sounds good. So, what makes this a Honda bobber? Well, it's got the flat green tank, which is important. That's a bobber thing. I don't know, that army green, I dig it. It's got the bars. It's got, I guess you'd call these drag bars. I don't know. I'm always riding bikes that I don't know that much about, or like I'm riding like a genre of bikes that I don't know that much about, and this is no different. It is for sale, and it's super dope. The seat's been cut, so you're sitting super low. I'm super tall, so the pegs are a little bit close. That has nothing, that's not really the bike's fault. That's just me being a Sasquatch. That's my fault. Initial first impressions, dude, as always, I dig it. I've always thought bobbers were cool. I've never gotten the chance to ride a bobber, but like the cool thing about a bobber is it's a bike, like, I don't know if I'm describing this the right way, but a bobber is like a bike that you get on and like you go cruise. It's not a big deal. You don't have to get all dressed up. Like, of course you should wear like a jacket and a helmet and stuff, but a bobber is like a very relaxed thing. It's just kind of like, it's a chill, mellow bike. And this one is, I don't want to say rat rod, because rat rod implies like a poor quality build, and this is a really nice build. This bike was done really well, and for what he's asking for, you're getting a lot of bike. But the cool thing about like bobbers, especially this one, is they're simple. Like, I think we can all remember back when like West Coast choppers was the thing and Jesse James was everywhere. Like, choppers were these like $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 builds. So choppers back in the day, like back when I was coming up, if you thought of a chopper was like this, you know, big $60,000, $70,000 build. It was this huge, like, financial commitment, and the bike was so pretty, like, you didn't even want to ride it. And then, like, bobbers came along, and they've always been around, but bobbers are getting really popular now because you can take like this, like a Honda 650, and you can add the bars, you can paint it, you can lower it, you can take the fenders off, you can do whatever you want to do. And it's a simple thing. You're not afraid to ride it. You're not a ton of money into it. You can take it out. You can beat on it. You can have fun. You can ride it. You can get it dirty. Change the oil, put tires and brakes on it, and you're good to go. And I freaking love that about bobbers. I love the fact that bobbers are just these get on it and go. And the funny thing is, before I got on the bike, my buddy who's letting me, you know, check out DCC, letting us check out DCC, he's like, look, man, he's like, don't let the fact that it's a 650 throw you. This bike moves well. Because with bobbers, especially like import bobbers like this, that's kind of what you hear. Like, if you've ever looked into a bobber, you hear that, like, oh, if you're going to be riding it like daily, if you're going to be like commuting on it, you need more than a 650. And I'm telling you right now, I've been on this bike for 5 minutes. This is plenty. Like, this is plenty of bike. And we're not riding at highway speeds, but going through the gears, this 650 is fine. I mean, for me, I might put some taller bars on it, but this is totally good with me. And it sounds really good. So good. Can you tell I like this bike? For a 650, I mean, really for any size engine, this bike sounds great. Let's do it again. Yeah, man. Yes. Oh, I gotta tell my girl that I'm buying a bobber. She is not gonna be happy. I mean, she won't be surprised, but she won't be happy. And it handles super well. I mean, it doesn't want to like lean in like a sport bike, but if you look at this and you're expecting it to handle like a sport bike, you probably shouldn't be riding a motorcycle anyway. It's simple. It's just got the odometer, your neutral, check engine light, highs, lows, and speedometer all right there in one. It's got this cool chrome filler tank and these. Like I said, I'm digging these bars. This like straight bar setup, and all the controls are super easy. You've got high beam, off, turn signals, horn. But dude, I'm digging the style. Even though I'm kind of a freak, like I'm kind of like excessively tall for this thing, the foot position's pretty comfortable actually. Coming off of a sport bike and getting on any other type of bike is like laying on a bed of nails and then laying on anything that's not a bed of nails. Anything else is going to be like, oh yeah, this is pretty good. This is pretty comfortable. This is nice. Yeah. So compared to my bed of nails CBR 954, I love her, but she's uncomfortable. Compared to that, this is totally comfortable. It's so cold. It hurts. It hurts. It's cold. All the things are numb. All the numbness. I've become so numb. R.I.P. Chester. We miss you. I just got a glimpse of my reflection. I look like a gorilla riding a tricycle. I don't care. This bike is dope. I like it. I like it a lot. So I've mostly been riding it around town. Again, when these are not my bikes that I'm reviewing, I just want to be respectful. I want the owner to see the video and be happy with it and see his bike and enjoy it and not think that I was like being disrespectful by beating on it. I understand why these bikes are so popular, especially a little 650 like this, because you can ride it. You can take it anywhere. You can get it dirty. You don't have to worry about it. It's not a high maintenance thing. You probably don't even have to wash it. Just change oil. A 650, regardless of what the internet tells you, is plenty of power. Do not believe the lies of the internet. A 650 for any normal human being, I don't care, dude. You could commute on this bike. You could go on back roads with this bike. You could do anything that you could do with a bigger motorcycle. The 650 is plenty, it pulls great, it moves well, it's actually kind of quick. You do not need 1,000 or 1,200 cc's, especially if you're thinking about a bobber. You can find one like this, or if you want a bobber, you can literally buy this one. Thank you again to DCC Motorsports for opening their doors, letting me ride this, letting me check out the shop. eBay store is linked in the description below. Check them out if you need motorcycles parts. I'm telling you, these guys have integrity. They do things the right way. Their parts are solid. I have looked at everything they have up close and personal. They do things the right way. So check them out for all your motorcycle part needs. Thank you again to DCC Motorsports. And yeah, I love bobbers now. I want one. I'm going to add it to the list of all the other bikes that I need. Thanks for watching. This is the Big Jake channel. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button down below, and I will see you all on Sunday. Bye now.